Good afternoon, Scott Redler, T3 Live. Welcome to today's recap. So today felt like a very slow, long day. Might have been because I had my Christmas party last night, or the T3 had their Christmas party, or maybe that's just what it was. Because, looking at a lot of these charts, you had a basic inside day, which is viewed as healthy considering the size of the move that we had based on what the Fed said yesterday, which was tapering and a process of reducing the pace of purchase, which the street wanted to hear. So with that being said, I'm just going to get into some charts because things look pretty darn healthy here, and you did actually have some individual action, which has been the theme for December. So you go to the chart and you will see that here's the chart of the SPX, and this is the trend we've been in for the majority of 2013. Here is now this upper area. You want to take a closer look there. Yesterday, was your day for action. Yesterday was the day that we traded below 1772, touched a 50-day, and had a really nice, powerful red dog reversal outside day. And then today made some sense. Why not have an inside day and digest a huge move? Now, it's letting the 8-day, it's letting the 21-day catch up. I put out a little chart earlier today about retracement rules, and this held the top 25% of it. So another inside day or so, and I would think that come Santa Claus time next week, we could be seeing all-time highs here the same way you probably are seeing them in the Dow. The Dow actually poked its head above and closed above yesterday's high. What a nice pattern this was too. You look at this descending channel here. This was actually even stronger than the spiders because it didn't get down to the 50-day. So the Dow was actually stronger. But anyway, with that being said, inside action there. And then there was just a lot of mixed action all over the place. The spot for strength, though, was the solar area. Got to give it off the charts last night. They had Solar City in there last night. And look what Solar City did today. Nice day. I would call this a day one. It's a big day. So with that being said, it might take a day or so of digestion before it goes again. But overall, this looks pretty darn healthy for continuation. So here is your sideways action. Here's your day one. And maybe after like a day one like you had here, it needed a few inside days before going again. You never know. So hopefully if you took some home, you took a small amount just in case it flags. But at least if it gaps up tomorrow and you don't have any, at least you'll have something there. So that looked pretty good. FSLR, the whole group was pretty strong today. FSLR, green day above this little area. CSIQ also, wrong little ticker there. CSIQ poked its head up this day. I didn't trade it today, but anyway, this was the trend. This was one spot where it poked its head up. Here was your day two, held in really nicely, and then made a higher high. So this stock's been trading pretty well in the solar space. Now, as far as high beta tech, it's been a little wishy-washy. Ever since the news came out that there was no deal done with China Mobile, Apple's been somewhat out of favor. I don't even think I touched it today. I didn't touch it yesterday either, even though yesterday there was some opportunities there. You look at Apple, and it's off the A-list right now. And so my little gut was telling me just to buy a little bit to have because, recently when it looks good, it doesn't go up. When it looks bad, it goes up. But anyway, this was your nice, tight pattern, and this took a long time to get put in place before going over Thanksgiving. And now this downtrend that was looking like it could retrace and go above is still in control of that stock. And as of now, it doesn't really look like much. It's like a B play unless something happens drastically. And if you think you're going to miss some kind of major announcement, they're finally going to come out with it, then maybe you be in some if you do that. But overall, this is the low from 2 days ago, inside day. Not much to talk about there. Some are drawing a trend line here. If we want to draw a trend line in Apple, just to talk about the composure of it, this trend line still is intact. It's just not as set up as it was like here, which it also was very sloppy in this. Remember, this gap down, held support, came back up before going. So maybe it needs to do some sideways action and get this to continue to come down and form some type of wedge right around there before something good happens. Google tried to make a new high. Couldn't really do it today, but still looks good. Amazon also made, almost tried to make a new high here, busted above the prior high, held in there, still looks okay. What's happening lately is you're getting these moves and stocks are just not like closing on their highs. The way we like it is stock goes up, makes some money in the morning, consolidates all day, then goes up again into the close, part two of the day. Rarely does that happen. Sometimes it just goes up until 2 o'clock, and then from 2 o'clock till 4, it'll just drift. Kind of like what Triple D did. Triple D, it still looks good, but it closed off the highs, and really not that big of a deal. But you had a nice trade through this area, and it just, instead of holding up and then going sideways and closing strong, it went up all the way to the highs and then just dribbled lower into the close with no real attention there. Here's that prior high, looked pretty good. Here's your trend line. So this is on the move, still looking okay, and SSYS actually had a little bit of action too. Some people were talking about that, and it also looks okay. Maybe this 125, will be a pivot there. Yesterday, a lot of the banks got attention. Goldman was a great target. We targeted above 172. It's closing around 175. Nice little inside day here, or just a doji. I think that with a little time that can continue. It was nice tactic where it finally held above 170 for a little while. Then yesterday was that day, inside day here. Bank of America still looks okay. Nice green day, giving you some commitment to what was a really nice day yesterday. This looks like at some point, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or next week, this 16 hopefully gets taken out. This was that last igniting bar. It looks very similar, doesn't it? Okay, you look here. This was an igniting bar. Then you had a little bit of follow through the day after, which is almost like you have igniting bar, follow through, doji, go. Here's igniting bar, little follow through. Maybe it stays around here a little bit for another day for option X, and then hopefully gets going. Twitter, it's getting interesting. Twitter, we caught a trade. We did that little red dog reversal short earlier in the week, and now I'm thinking more long than short. Okay, this was a really nice spot when it broke above this 42. Then here's when it took out the IPO highs. There was your little red dog reversal. 3 consolidation days. If you shorted it here versus level, you could have did it for a day and a half. You could have maybe held a little bit more. And some of you are still holding some and saying, I'm going to stay short this until it takes us out. For me, I trade things a little bit more actively. I actually am going home long this stock. I like the way it closed, nice green bar, held the 8-day. Let's see what happens here if it heads back towards 60. But overall, there is some commitment to this strength. So we'll see what happens there. Facebook on that news of the offering didn't fall apart either. This too came off the lows, was an opportunity for some today, looking like it's consolidating versus those highs here where there's still demand. Maybe it's because it's going in tomorrow. We'll see if it changes tomorrow. Gold, some guys took it home short. Good for you guys. It's been in a downtrend for the whole year, let alone this last summer from August all the way down. And then yesterday it closed in the lows, and some guys took some puts. And if you did so, it made sense. That's what the good book said. Reversal closing on the lows. Bear flag, so to speak. Well, here's your pull, here's your flag, and now it's trying to see what it wants to do at the lows from this year. And chances are it takes them out. It's just a matter of when. So with that said, it's Thursday. A lot of action the last day and a half. We had that controlled pullback where finally yesterday we ignited. Today we digested. Lots of individual stock action. Oh, you know what? I got a little hurt on the FXI the other day, but I took another little shot here, thinking it did come down further than it should have. But I figure from up here to this area, maybe it gets going. I was trying to be somewhat bullish on this. Coming into next year to see if it could finally get going, kind of like the way I was on Japan, a while back. Actually, they say it's a little weird here. They say the Nikkei was just at a 6-year high, but the EWJ is here. That's what you call decay. That's a little, and let's see what the DXY is. Or DXJ, sorry. Oh, that's. That's right back there. So anyway, with that being said, unfortunately, ETFs aren't the perfect science. It's, even the spiders and the diamonds are sometimes a little bit off, but the foreign country ETFs don't always coordinate perfectly. So with all that said, lots of little things to do. You could either be just staying the course as a macro investor, or you could be trying to create cash flow, looking for setups like we had in the solars today, looking for other setups from the long or the short side, and trying to put together a month for December, because as traders, it doesn't matter where the market ends. Typically, you make your money month by month. So in order to continue to get paid, you got to find out what type of action is and how you want to go about it. So with that being said, I'm tired. I'm hosting CNBC Asia tonight from 5 till I think 6. So if you get CNBC World Markets, you'll get to see me put on a happy smile and a tie and try and say a few things that are smart. We'll see what happens. Have a great night.
I'm Mark Sperling, Director of Trading with T3 Trading Group and contributor to T3 Live. Do you trade on your own, but you wish you enjoyed the benefits of a large trading floor? With the T3 Live virtual trading floor, we deliver that experience to you on your computer. On the VTF, you can follow the long and short positions of experienced professional traders like myself, Scott Redler, and others, and listen to our live radio stations as we navigate the markets. In addition, you get the added value of a large community of sophisticated and like-minded traders. In my opinion, joining the room will be the best trading decision you will ever make. I would like to invite you to begin your membership with a 7-day free trial. To get started, visit t3live.com and click on the Virtual Trading Floor tab. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the VTF.